Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective tarot for today. Today is Tuesday, August 26, 2025. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Just got some pepper seed out of my tooth. I don't know what that was. Hot salsa. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever doesn't, leave it on this old wooden table for someone else so you don't have to carry that shit around on your back. Seriously. Intuitive City Oracle by Rob Barthelman. You can find this at intuitiveintention.com, My Intuitive Intention on Etsy, and he also has his decks for sale in the TikTok shop. He usually sells them at a discount on TikTok, so a couple bucks, $5, something like that. This is how I wear my hat when I go walking, because like sometimes I don't want the sun in my eyes, and sometimes I do. I mean, I wear my sunglass shades, but still, I'm just saying. They sell hats now that are just backwards caps with no bill, with no. It's just this. It's just like a little round cap, but they look kind of ridiculous. I don't know if you've ever seen them. We got one card on the table in the reverse. They're kind of stupid. Just wear this like this. You know, I've only been doing it for 45 years. Well, maybe like 40. I think I left my earbuds in the car. Whew. Okay, this is weird. So we got 3 on the table, 2 cards in reverse. One is bad, one is good. What is this witchery? Four on the table, 3 cards in reverse. 2 are good, 1 is bad. But now I get it. I'm looking at it and I'm like, now I get it. We got 5 on the table. We've got 1 major. We've got 3 reverse. 2 of the reverse are good. 1 of the reverse. One of the reverse is bad. Okay, hold on, you guys. Somebody's knocking at my door. I don't know. Aren't you supposed to be...
Dinner!
What is this?
Dinner!
Oh.
Macaroni salad with...
Chicken macaroni salad.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very tasty.
Thank you.
Filipino version.
Thank you.
Alrighty, we'll see. We gotta go.
All right. Have a good night. Okay, you guys didn't eat. We're gonna save that. I'm eating my donuts tonight. Go. Okay, you guys heard me talk the whole time, right? When I mentioned my nips. That was Alan and Ava bringing me some dinner. Very sweet of them. It didn't dawn on me. I should have taken the mic off and left it here. Whatevs. Y'all are like family. Your family. We got 6 on the table. 1 major, 3 in reverse. Let's do 2 more shuffles. Seven on the table. Okay, I think this is the last shuffle. 8 on the table, 2 major. Okay, this is interesting. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups, Page of Pentacles, the Magician. Top of the deck, 9 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Last Judgment, the World, the Devil. There's a lot going on up there. We've got 9 cards on the table with bottom of the deck. We have two magicians. We have 2 major arcana. 1 is in reverse. We've got 3 cards in reverse. So we've got 3 of Pentacles in reverse. 3 of Swords in reverse. Page of Wands. We've got 4 of Cups in reverse. The High Priest. 6 of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. The Empress in reverse. And bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. Just spit lemon water at myself. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. So this three of Pentacles in reverse. Someone was in some type of situation with another person, whether that's a relationship, whether that's a friendship, a relationship with a family member, coworker, neighbor. Take how it resonates. But for whatever reason, this connection, it wasn't like a give and take connection. Like somebody felt like they were constantly giving and somebody else was taking, if that makes sense. Why do I always say if that makes sense? Of course that makes sense. That makes sense. Why doesn't that make sense? You know, kind of like when, like let's say when you're friends, right? Like best friends or friends, you know, like I have, like I'm friends with my girlfriend, right? We're like the dynamic duo, right? But if there's no equal give and take there, it's not really a friendship. The description on the card that Rob Barthelman put there was ineffective team. It's not really like teamwork. It's not really like friendship, right? Someone moved away from this to heal themselves with the 3 of Swords in reverse. And even though it might be a little upsetting, a little sad to move away from that connection with the Page of Wands, someone was very happy to do so. Like someone was like, okay, yeah, I'm doing this. Like I got to do this for me. Because on the 4 of Cups in reverse, like somebody is experiencing some type of maybe like a glow up. I hate using that word, but I don't know what else to use. Just renewed energy, renewed self-care too, you know, like putting more time into oneself, because we've got the Empress in reverse. Rob Barthelman put on their self-focus. The Empress energy is a nurturing, caring, giving energy. But when it's in the reverse, it's someone that's more self-involved. But when I look at this like this in this reading, like it's not a negative. It's more of a positive for whoever this person is. Because this is actually really good energy. Like this is somebody walking away from a situationship, basically, whether it's a lover or friend, and just realizing like I'm just gonna focus on me. I'm just gonna put time into me. Like I matter. I matter most to me, right? I mean, shit. I've been doing that for almost 2.5 years. I'm gonna continue to do that, whether I get with another person or not. Like I'm from now on, like I'm always gonna be a main focus. It's And don't get me wrong, like I would love to be in a relationship with another person because I tend to be very caring and giving and nurturing, and I love taking care of people, and I love giving to people, and I like affection. I like giving affection and receiving affection. I like sex, like I I want to be in a relationship, but at the same time, I know now that when I get into a relationship, I'm going to have to be like, "Hey, just so you know, like I love you, but I'm always going to come first. Like I'm always going to, do my face regimen. I'm always going to do my workouts. I'm always going to take my walks. I'm always going to eat the way that I want to eat, better for my health. I'm always going to have my shaving routine, my laser routine, my hair care routine. Like, I don't, like, there's no going back at this point. And if I have days where I don't want to do it, then I don't. That's a part of self care too. Sometimes you just want to sit in bed and watch TV all day. That's self care. So while I know that I want to get in another connection with somebody, I also know that it's going to have to be with somebody who knows what's up, because I can't get with some like codependent, like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I just can't be with somebody codependent. And it's funny because I'm not really one of those people that needs to be in constant communication with somebody. But then when I am talking to somebody, I do like, the back and forth and, how you doing and this, that, and the other, and how's your day and all that jazz. I love that. I like that. But there's a difference between like that and like literally needing to spend every second of the day together. I'm just not that person. And I'm not going to give up my now good habits for somebody else so that they can keep theirs. You know what I mean? So when I look at this Empress in reverse, like it's actually positive for whoever this is. Whoever this person is with the High Priest, feminine, masculine, it doesn't matter. This is someone that wishes that they had seen this beforehand. Because when we get into relationships with people, friendships, whatever, usually at first you think everything's great. Everything's, good. It isn't usually until closer to the pardon me for yawning, closer to the end of a connection or even after a connection where we're like, hey, that person treated me like shit. Some people start tapping into it and start figuring it out, and then when they get in the next connection they see it sooner and then sooner and then sooner, right? But some people don't really pay attention. And whoever this is, I feel like they're kind of kicking themselves in the ass. Like, how did I not see this person was like that? I'm just gonna say this. For any healing person out there and unhealing person, I'll just say that too. Don't ever kick yourself in the ass for that. Don't ever kick yourself in the ass for being a human. For wanting people to be good and do good and be better and do better, that shows more about your character and how awesome you are than what a shitbag they are. Because we should go into connections expecting the best. Because we should all be there for each other. You know, we weren't meant to like compete and, claw each other's eyes out over TVs at Walmart on Thanksgiving Day. You know what I mean? Like stupid shit like that. We weren't meant to do stuff like that to each other. We weren't meant to steal each other's men or, you know, do other crazy, insane things that I shouldn't mention here. But, like, seriously, we're not, like, we're all just humans living the same experience. We should be nice to each other. We should be caring and giving to each other. And to expect that from another human being, I don't really think that's asking a lot. It's really, common decency, it's not asking a lot. So don't ever beat yourself up for thinking like, oh, this is a nice person, like I'm going to be friends with them, blah, blah, blah. And then like a month later, they like stab you in the back. Because people literally wear that mask until the last damn minute. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with believing in the good of humanity. That's what keeps some of us going, is holding out hope and faith in humanity. Like we're going to get our shit together one day. All of us as a collective. And when I say a collective, I mean the fucking world. What is that, like a trillion people? I don't know what the fuck it is, but like seriously. Cuz this is someone like with the 6 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, like they're getting this clarity, this notion, this feeling that maybe they were a little too open with this person, a little too giving with this person, with this connection. And again, it's just with the Empress in reverse, just recognizing that they need to focus on themselves. And yes, it's about self-care, but it's also about figuring out where that comes from. Like, why do I always believe the good in people, even when they're like literally shitting on my face? Yeah, I said it. Again, what I just said on repeat. Good people want to believe in other good people. It's just what it is. I mean, I think of all the times that I've been fucked over, I've been abused, I've had people treat me like shit, work, home, friends, freaking out on the street. And I still get up every morning hoping, praying, having faith that humanity is going to surpass all my expectations. That one day I'm just going to wake up and there's going to be peace in the world and everybody is going to love everyone for who and what they are, no matter what the fuck they are or who they are. Here's hoping one day we get up and that fucking happens. Because you can look into your past, you can delve into your childhood trauma, all that stuff all you want, but at the end of the day, when you're a good person, you're still always going to be thinking that the connection's going to be positive, that the connection's going to last long term. I mean, I can't even tell you how many friends in the last 5 years have I lost because we either just drifted apart, they went their own way, or because they literally did something to me. Probably like 6 or 7, probably like 7 or 8 in 5 years. Just friends. I'm not even talking like when I was dating in 2023 after my divorce. Guys, because I dated guys in 2023. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 guys in 2023 that I tried to make a connection with. 7 or 8 friends, 4 guys in 2023 in 5 years. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of letdown. But I'll tell you what, every time I meet somebody, every time I talk to somebody and I get that vibe, I still put the same energy in. I still have the faith and the hope and the belief that something's going to come out of that connection, that they're going to be a good person, that I'm going to be good towards them. Because I can't live my life any other way. Like even like I can't. Even when I know, like especially at work, when I know people are talking shit behind my back, when I know that people are friends with like, my enemies, even though I don't really look at people as enemies, I still will put forth my best effort. I still will be nice to them. I mean, even some people that I don't even really talk to at work anymore, because we had interactions, like I'm still nice to them. I'm still polite to them. I'm always going to be that to them. And maybe they think I'm an asshole. I'm just being a human. That's all I know. That's it. That's all I know. And like I said, all of this self-reflection with the Queen of Cups, this is bringing in some type of identification of oneself, wisdom, enlightenment. So like I said, every time somebody gets hurt, like they learn, right? And they learn and they learn and they learn and they learn sooner and they learn sooner. They finally they shake somebody's hand and they're thinking, "Oh, this person's going to treat me like shit." They're learning. They're catching on. Whoever this is, like they're getting it. The thing is that going to change who they are? Or are they going to be like me and they're still going to be a nice person? Because at the end of the day, like I don't want that shit to come back on me. I don't want that shit to come back on me. The lady at work that I got into it with last November, Blondie, that I used to be good friends with for like 2 years, that I don't really talk to. When I have to go and relieve them at their workstations at work, I am nice to them. I'm like, "Hey, so-and-so, it's time for your break. It's time for lunch. Have fun. See you later," kind of thing. I am not mean to them. I am not sullen. I am not silent. I just cannot be that way. It is not in my makeup. It is just not. The only person right now at work that I don't talk to is the guy I'm in love with. That's it. He's the only one that I don't talk to. And that's just self-preservation. I mean that could change, next week. I don't know. It's kind of day by day at this point, but he's like the only person I don't talk to. There are people that I literally don't like in our warehouse and I will still smile at them and say hello. The only other person that I don't talk to, I pretend like they don't exist, is the guy that assaulted me that was dating my friend in 2020. I think 2020 or 2021. I can't remember when he assaulted me, but something like that. He's literally the only one I don't talk to and literally the only one I don't like, and that's just because I look at him as a predator. And don't get me wrong, I've heard things about other people there in the warehouse I don't know as fact. I try to avoid them as much as possible. Will I still say hello to them? Yes. Because I'm not there to cause any waves. And if I don't know, I don't have firsthand knowledge, I don't know. I'm not going to accuse somebody of something. The guy that assaulted me, I know he assaulted me. I was there. Me and him and God, we were all there. Otherwise, I'm nice to everybody. You know, even the guy I'm in love with at work. I told you guys not last week, but the week before, he was filling my cart of boxes, and I said thank you, and he said you're welcome. I mean, I'm not gonna not be polite. I'm not gonna, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one that thinks like that. I just figure I'm going to put out that energy in the hopes that other people are going to follow suit because we need to keep this collective as positive as much as possible. Cuz I'm tired of negativity and I'm tired of bullshit. And I'm sure this person feels the same. I don't know why I'm seeing like who was that? Oh, what's her name? Olivia Newton-John? Was it Olivia Newton-John? Jane Fonda probably. White sneakers and then white leg warmers? Olivia Newton-John? Jane Fonda? I don't know. I was picturing somebody like with tights and then like white leg warmers and white tennis shoes. Like 70s 80s kind of vibe. I don't know. My mom used to watch what's his name? Gene Simmons. She would buy all his Sweatin' to the Oldies or whatever, and she would watch those and she would exercise to those when I was a kid. She didn't have any Jane Fonda or Olivia Newton-John or maybe it was Suzanne Summers. She didn't watch any of them. She followed Richard Simmons. I think because she liked the fact that like he was a bigger guy, like he was a chubbier guy and then he was like trying to lose weight and get skinnier and she felt encouragement from that. Like she didn't want to dance to a bunch of skinny women that had always been skinny women. I, I'm sure they weren't always skinny women, but whatever. That was her thing. But yeah, I'm picturing like white leg warmers and white gym shoes. I actually have a pair of leg warmers in my Amazon shopping cart, but they're pink and they're like wintry. I figure they might be good for winter. And I kind of like them because they would kind of fulfill like a little kink fantasy for me, just for me. I don't care about anybody else, just for me. Someone might have. So when you look at this Ace of Swords card, it looks like a clock, right? Like this, it looks like a feminine figure, but it looks like they're covered in clockwork, and like there's a clock behind them. And I don't know why I'm picturing um the building from Back to the Future, like the brick. What was it? The library or the city hall, where they had the big clock and then the big brick building. I was picturing that. Maybe somebody has that in their town or their hometown or something. I think we didn't have any. Well, we did. We had our old um our old village hall used to, I think had a clock on it, but not like a big ass honking fancy clock. but it had a clock on it. And I think our old fire department, our original fire department in my hometown, had a clock on it. But again, not like the clock from back, not like the one from Back to the Future. That was kind of insane, I thought. It was cool, but and I don't know why I'm getting this because I'm looking at this Page of Wands card again, and this feminine character is like reaching out her hand, like trying to touch the. They actually look like fairies to me, but I'm guessing they're supposed to be like lightning bugs or something. Um, it's almost like she's this person, whoever this healing person is from this situationship, and it's kind of like she's reaching out. It's almost like she's reaching out to the other person. So maybe when whatever happened, whatever went down between these two people, between this, because it could be a friend group technically too, but whatever happened between these two people, it's kind of like this person is saying, hey, like I know we're not friends. I know you don't want to be friends with me, or like I know you kind of moved on and made friends with so and so, but like I kind of turned my life around and I'm doing all these things. If you ever want to hang out, it's almost like somebody kind of like reaching out to someone to be like, "Hey, if you ever want to heal, if you ever want to learn the ropes, like I can show you what I've done for myself." It's like even though whoever this person was, even though they were hurt by this situation, it's like they're still reaching out their hand to say, "Hey, if you need help, if you want to heal, like I can kind of help you if you're interested." Again, that's kind of like my energy. You know what I mean? Like if somebody from my past were to ever come to me and tell me like they were healing and this, that, and the other, I would be ecstatic for them. Even the ex best friend at this point, if she were to text me or call me and be like, "Hey, I just want you to know, like, I'm in therapy and I'm getting help and I'm doing this, that, and the other," I would be ecstatic. I would be happy for her. Over the moon. Do I want her in my life? No, hell no, no. But I would be happy for her, for her to go into that, for her to start that for herself. That I think that would be amazing. Anybody from my past that I consider toxic or karmic or abusive or narcissistic or whatever, if they were to tell me, "Hey, I'm getting help," I'd be like, "That is awesome. I love that for you. I will think of you. I will pray for you and good luck." And I probably wouldn't say good luck because I don't believe in luck, but I would probably, I'd wish them on their merry way. Because I've said this before to you guys. I've said this a lot lately. Like, if I can change, somebody else can change. It's very, it's very, maybe it's very narcissistic to think that I can change, but nobody else can change. You know what I mean? But I would want people to change. That's the thing. Like when I got separated and divorced from the ex-husband, like I had wanted him to change. People don't change unless they want to change, right? He didn't want to change, and that's fine. I mean, now it's kind of too late, but I'm just saying, like, if at the time he had changed, that would have been amazing. That really would have been amazing. I don't know that it would have saved our marriage, but it would have been amazing. yeah, it's just being on this healing journey and realizing like what it took for me to pull myself up out of the dark, to heal myself, to continue to heal myself, to continue and try to be as good a human being as I possibly can be on a daily basis. It's hard. It's not easy, you know? And for people that are, way worse off than me, that have to pull themselves out of a bigger, darker hole, like, congratulations, because it's no small feat. It's not easy. All right, I'm gonna leave this here. I hope it resonates for somebody. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.